1. The first practical cell phone, 1876. The Motorola Dynatac 8000X was the first handheld cellular phone that allowed people to make longer distance calls than just a landline phone. It did not require any lines or cords to be attached to make a call. The first ever cellular phone call was made in 1973, using this phone, by Dr. Martin Cooper. Motorola Dynatac 8000X commercial portable cellular phone received approval from the US FCC on September 21, 1983. A full charge took roughly 10 hours, and it offered 30 minutes of talk time. It also offered an LED display for dialing or recall of one of 30 phone numbers. It was priced at $3,995 in 1984, its commercial release year. Dynatac was an abbreviation of Dynamic Adaptive Total Area Coverage. Several models followed, starting in 1985 with the 8000s and continuing with periodic updates of increasing frequency until 1993's Classic II. The Dynatac was replaced in most roles by the much smaller Motorola MicroTac when it was first introduced in 1989, and by the time of the Motorola StarTAC's release in 1996, it was obsolete. 2. First touchscreen phone, 1992. The IBM Simon was the first of its kind when it came out in 1992. This phone was the 1992 version of today's iPhone. It was touchscreen, portable, had a calculator, email, and could work on networks. It was basically described as being the first time someone created a mobile computer into the shape of a phone. The IBM Simon Personal Communicator, simply known as IBM Simon, is a handheld, touchscreen PDA designed by International Business Machines, IBM, and manufactured by Mitsubishi Electric. Although the term smartphone was not coined until 1995, because of Simon's features and capabilities, it has been retrospectively referred to as the first true smartphone. Bell South Cellular Corporation distributed the IBM Simon in the United States between August 1994 and February 1995, selling 50,000 units. The Simon Personal Communicator was the first personal digital assistant or PDA to include telephony features, make phone calls. The battery lasted only an hour, and flip phones became increasingly slim, which led to its demise. 3. The first flip phone, 1996. The StarTAC, created by Motorola in 1996, was the phone that started the whole revolution of flip phones. Most people college age or older probably had some sort of flip phone in their life before the iPhone was introduced. This phone had basically all of the same capabilities of any other phone in its time. The main difference was the size and shape. The flip phone became very popular after this came out because of the convenience of its size and mobility. In the mid-1990s, before mobile phones had really become mainstream, the most popular devices back then were large, cumbersome, and decidedly ugly devices that were more functional than attractive. Some people may still believe that today's smartphones aren't much improvement in terms of looks, flat slab, anyone. But where today's devices offer more features than we would have ever thought possible, the mobiles in those days couldn't do much more than make and receive calls. Even the fact that you could make a call on the go was considered a novelty in itself. However, everything changed in 1996 when Motorola launched the StarTAC, the first clamshell phone, which would soon become the must-have gadget of the decade. On its release, the StarTAC 85 was the smallest and lightest handset we'd ever seen, and signaled the start of an era of smaller and slimmer handset design, even turning the phone into a fashion accessory. Not only did it look fantastic, the StarTAC introduced various features that are still in use today. Notably, it was one of the first mobiles to use a vibration alert and be able to send SMS test messages. The clamshell design itself was also novel, and would later be available with a lithium-ion battery when most phones at the time used the much lower capacity NEMH kind. I hope you enjoyed this little information video. Please follow for more upcoming videos or